It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Bucs and the reigning Super Bowl champs. Coming up next.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Hooked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Now a throw here to his running back. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they have. And here's 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw. And now nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
A first down run there by Fournette as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. 2nd down and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit a pretty decent gain.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield. Having haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Room to run past midfield. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Dorrance Armstrong coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Buccaneers.
6-0 our score after 1.
Let's go, Buccaneers. Nothing.
2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Airing this one out for Evans. And this one is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now this time he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop, it looked like in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this one is right through. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll look to throw. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
They'll throw now on the final play. This is caught by Evans. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Mecole Hardman, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they trail the visiting Cowboys at halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week...
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Dancing to his left. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Fournette, a first down carry. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fournette. And he's into the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Vikings 17.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll bring up a second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 15.
And down he'll go at the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by a field goal, 90 seconds remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here first and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one one bit. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bucs, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.